Fair enough. Yeah, so looking for a face like mine, the title was not even like a question. That just made sense to me. That's what we're always doing, young kids of color. And that's exactly what you have here, is young kid of color seeing a black superhero kind of fly away. And very powerful, very positive figure. And this actually was stimulated for me by a ad that appeared in Psychology Today back in the 1960s, where you have a young black kid looking into a mirror and reflected back at him is a white superhero. And they said, "What's wrong with this picture?" was the caption. And it was a ad for a media service. Is that it's important for kids to be able to see themselves. And it's not the first time I'd ever heard that, but I never forgot it. It just kind of stuck in my head. So when I came to this, it was most important for me to share those things that I knew. And this was, and I had people, the only criticism I ever got from this book was it was too short. Which, of all criticisms I could take, that's fine. I can live with that. So the new collection of essays, which is called Dreaming of a Face Like Ours, following the same pattern, but I got longer pieces. Some are more scholarly, some are more for more popular magazines. One is about the use of the N-word in comics. And I think for the new edition, the new collection of essays, I'm going to tie in images from that onto my website. Because, like I said, I've gotten smart. You can't, if I wanted to put color, if I put black and white images in here, you really can't see them as well. But if you see how they tie into my website, I think we're in pretty good shape. So everybody can have the information.
Let's talk about the Encyclopedia project.
Please. The Encyclopedia of Black Comics is an idea that's a natural offset of doing essays about blacks in comics. There is, and I have an extensive collection of encyclopedias about comic books, extensive. Few black artists, writers mentioned, and you have to know where to look for them. You don't know the name, you're not going to find them, even alphabetically. Underground comic book writers and artists who I am very familiar with and converse with because I read their stuff, only to find out some of them were people like me, which was kind of suspicious because of the nature of the humor. Was very blunt, and racial jokes were very rarely made. Even in the underground period where everybody was rejecting everything, you rarely found like racial jokes. So maybe, well, who would feel so comfortable telling this? Maybe African Americans. And further research showed I was correct. So here's finally, speaking of a gathering, here's an opportunity for this story to be told in one format. Images, pictures, both black and white and in color, the lives of these artists, the works they created, the organizations they founded. I think this is going to be great. I think it's nice when we have individual books, like with Jackie Orms, who was the creator of Torchy Brown. Someone did a really nice piece on her and her characters. But wouldn't it be nice if we had an encyclopedia where every library in the country will want one? You know, every comic book historian will want one because it's not been done at all. We're overdue. And with a crew of very competent contributors, I'm thinking this is going to be an excellent project.